Good morning, students. Welcome to online physics class for PUC second year. Total there are 14 chapters are there in this syllabus. Here we begin with our first chapter, electric charges and fields. This chapter has total 8 hours of teaching and carries a total 9 marks. In this electric charges and field chapter, we study the properties of charges, how to charge a body, Coulomb's law, Gauss law, electric field, electric dipole moment, etc. In the last few years, some of the questions that was asked on this chapter are 1 mark questions 11, 2 mark questions 17, 3 mark questions 4, 5 mark questions 14. Now let us start our first topic, electric charges and fields. To study something in physics, we have divided the physics into subtopics like optics, where we study the properties of light, nuclear physics, where we study the properties of nucleus. The same thing, electrostatics is also a branch of physics that deals with the study of charges at rest, the fields, and force between the charges. Once again, we go through the definition. Electrostatics is a branch of physics that deals with the study of charges at rest, the fields, and force between the charges. Historically, the phenomenon of electricity was discovered around 600 BC by a Greek philosopher Thales of Miletus, who observed that when amber is rubbed with silk or wool cloth attracts a light objects. The name electricity was taken from the Greek word electron, which means amber. This is the image of the amber. Electric charge. Electric charge is a property of a material particle that makes it possible for them to exert electric force and to respond electric force. Dear students, according to Dalton, everything in the universe is made up of atoms and these atoms are very small and indivisible. But later on, it is discovered that atom can be divisible and it is not a single particle as said by Dalton, but it is composed of many particles like proton, electron and neutron. Proton and neutron resides at the center of an atom called nucleus and electrons revolve around a nucleus in a circular orbit. The magnitude of charge on the proton is plus 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb and that on the electron is minus 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. How to charge a body? There are three methods by which we charge a body. Number one, charging by friction. Number two, charging by conduction. Number three, charging by induction. Later, we'll discuss about these three processes. Okay. In our daily life, we come across many such examples to charge a body. Here, I have given one simplest example here. If you run a plastic comb through your hair, then bring the comb near a small pieces of paper. The paper is attracted to the comb. This happens because the charged comb induces an opposite charge in the paper and we know opposite charges attract each other. Hence, paper stick to the comb. Next, we go through some important examples. First one is take a glass rod, rub with a piece of silk, brought it close to another suspended glass rod, rubbed with the same silk, repels the latter. So in figure A, we brought two charged glass rod close to each other. These two glass rods repel each other because they have same kind of charge. That is, one glass rod has positive charge, another glass rod is also have a positive charge. We know that like charges repel each other. Hence, these two glass rods repel each other. The two pieces of silk with which glass rod were rubbed also repels each other. However, each glass rod attracts a silk piece with which it was rubbed. In figure B, you are observing that two silk pieces are repelling each other because they also have same kind of charge, that is negative, and we know that like charges repel each other. Whereas in figure C, the positively charged glass rod attracts a silk piece because they have opposite kind of charges, and we know that opposite kind of charges attract each other. Hence, glass rod attracts a silk piece. Next, second example. An ebonite rod rubbed with a cat's fur attracts a glass rod rubbed with a silk. Here, when ebonite rod rubbed with a cat's fur gets negative charge, and whereas cat's fur gets positive charge. When you brought ebonite rod close to glass rod, they attract each other because they have opposite kind of charges. Whereas glass rod repels with a cat's fur because they have same kind of charge. Here also silk has negative charge, whereas ebonite rod has also negative charge. Since they have same kind of charge, they repel each other. When a positive, in the third example, when a positively charged glass rod is made to touch two small pith balls, these are also called as thermocol balls or polystyrene balls. When you touch a positively charged glass rod to these two small thermocol balls, they repel each other because they acquire same kind of charge, that is positive. An analysis of these observations leads us to the following conclusions. Number one, the bodies acquires charges on rubbing. Second one, there are two kinds of charges, namely positive and negative. Third point, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. Fourth one, by convention, the charge on the glass rod is called positive and that on the silk is called negative. Why glass rod acquires positive charge? Why silk acquires negative charge? We know that both glass and silk are insulators. When these two insulators are rubbed against each other, glass acquires positive charge because it loses electron. When an object loses electron, becomes positive charges. Whereas silk acquires negative charge because it gains electron from the glass rod. When an object gains electron, becomes negatively charged. Here also silk gets a negative charge because it gains electron from glass rod. Next point, if your object possesses electric charge, it is said to be charged or electrified. Next one, the property which differentiates the two kinds of charges is called polarity of the charges. Next, we go through some three important note here. Number one, when a body possesses no charge, it is said to be neutral. Second one, the process of charging a body is called electrification. The third one, the name positive and negative was given by Benjamin Franklin. Thank you all. We will meet in our next class.